Before we get into like the topic at hand, though, I think something needs to be let out of Pandora's box, if you will.
Oh boy,
you don't know where I'm going with this, but you will know where I'm going with this in just a minute. So Eric, you and I
feel like, all right, please pay attention to our sponsor, Casper Mattresses. No, just kidding.
We just got back from a lovely meal at a favorite of ours, Las Delicias.
We've been there once.
Well, I
guess individually we've been there a lot.
It's a favorite of both of ours separately. Yeah, tonight.
My work got me on it.
Yeah. You and I were having a lovely time eating our delicious food, but
we're going
behind my shoulder.
Okay.
You were sitting with your back to the wall. I was sitting with my back to the front door.
Very small table to me. It felt like we were at a desk.
It was like this big, and for those listening, this big, and. I noticed two like younger girls coming in over my left shoulder. They sat down at the table behind us, and Eric starts kind of giving me like he can't.
Duncan's in the middle of a story, and I just start laughing.
I'm talking about God knows what, but you start kind of giggling to yourself, and I'm like, what? Like, do I have cheese dip in my beard again?
Yeah,
that's what I really thought it was. But you were like.
True story. You had cheese dip in your beard earlier. So,
I did. Yeah. Well, that's why I said it. So, but nonetheless, Eric then proceeded to text me, and he said, "Dude, what did you say? Look up the text. What did you text me? You were like, there's a fake baby behind you."
The baby in the carrier behind us is a baby doll, because they sat down, and I get that there's
as the evening went on, it became more clear, like maybe
there's like the whole like, and it said something on the shirt of the baby. It was like real baby doll or something, or real life baby. But there's, obviously like in high school, like I did the whole like sugar or flour thing. You didn't do it. You said, right?
Like
in like home ec,
I ain't never had to take care of nothing.
They both look like they would have been at least college. So I don't know if they were that, or maybe she just looked like an older high schooler and they were doing it. It was definitely like for like a school thing, maybe.
Maybe.
So yeah, it was interesting to say the least, and it just started cracking me up because like the way she put the carrier down, and then I look, I'm like, oh, cool, a little baby here.
I think I noticed the carrier sort of like over my shoulder, like in my corner of my eye, and I was like, oh, it's just it's a baby, and you were like, no, it's a fake baby, and we have a photo to prove like
it's kind of probably hard to see from here.
I'll post it. I'll post it in there.
I'll just send it to you, and then we got Duncan eating. I just sent this to our group chat. And then our fake baby right behind him.
That's so funny.
And it just cracked me up really hard.
But the funny thing is we couldn't get it off our mind for the rest of the meal. But the funniest part was when the thing started crying.
Yes, it kept crying. And what did she say?
She said at one point I heard her say, "I fed it an hour ago."
Dude, this thing cried every like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
and it was just.
I heard her say at one point she was like, "It's about to start crying again." So like I guess like maybe I don't know how you feed the thing. Maybe you plug in.
It's probably like a magnet type thing.
You plug in a USB stick, I would think,
like a real baby.
Yeah.
No, it was like a little fake bottle thing. I'm sure it's something where like the magnet touches for so long, and it probably shuts it off or something like that.
Dude, it was very funny, but
or like an RFID chip.
Yeah,
that'd be probably expensive. I don't know.
It's probably Bluetooth.
Well, I mean, Magic Fans use RFID. I don't know. Anyways,
but the funniest thing was when an actual a family came in with actual babies, and then the actual baby started crying, and then the fake baby started crying.
Yeah,
and I was like, what is this life?
And the fake baby sounded like it was crying through like a walkie-talkie kind of.
Yeah,
it was just very muffled because you could tell the speakers like within like the stomach or something and like under some cushion.
If you had been shut your eyes, you would think somebody's FaceTiming a crying baby. That's what it sounded like.
On a really clear call, but yeah. So that was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. I will remember that at least until next week. But nonetheless, I just figured it might be fun to discuss that before we get into our fake baby excursion before we get into the topic at hand. So.